Good afternoon and welcome you all for this Amrita Create online labs orientation. This orientation, of course, you all represent, most of the teachers are representing from the state of Kerala. You have office bearers of your Sahodaya. What is the name of the Sahodaya, ma'am? What is the name? Hello.
Venad Sahodaya.
Venad Sahodaya complex. We have been invited by the office bearers. Patron is Dr. V.K. Jayakumar and President Dr. K.K. Shah Jahan. We have the Secretary, Mrs. Sarala Kumari, and we have the Treasurer of your complex, Mrs. Smita Thompson. So we should be thankful to the office bearers for taking the initiative to have this online lab conducted for this Sahodaya complex, which comes out of Kollam district. And we are close to the Kollam districts, the hearts of people of Kollam district, because, you know, the Amritapuri, of course, you all know, is the headquarters of our chancellor's mutt. You know, Amma sits there, Amma stays there. So Kollam is close to all of our hearts. So let us not waste our time talking about the initial ice-breaking or the formalities of an inauguration of an orientation, but straight away we can continue talking about the subject what we are going to present to all of you. And all of you know, and I'm thankful that the number of registration has been over 700 and odd, and I'm indeed overwhelmed by the type of participation in this particular orientation program of Amrita Online Lab. I talk very slowly, so pardon me, and if I'm very slow, please pardon me for my talks. And before I start, let me all
Excuse me, sir, we cannot hear your voice.
Sometimes what happens, no, Sanish, it automatically, the microphone gets muted. I don't know how it is. Anyway, from beginning you have not been able to hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. The beginning there's fine.
Acha. In between it got cut off, right?
Right. I will remind you if there is any issue.
All right, please let me know, because I may not know. Suddenly it gets automatically muted for some reason. I don't know. It's a technical stuff. So, teachers, I'm going to be a little more active. I just wanted you all to wake up from your, that power nap. I'm sure after your lunch, you would all had a sumptuous lunch, right? Maybe some would have had some pati curries, or somebody would have beef fry, or whatever you had, a sumptuous lunch, and you would have had a small nap for about half an hour to 45 minutes. And all of you would have now woken up to listen to us for the next 90 minutes. So bear with us, and let me introduce myself before I get on to my presentation. My name. 1 minute, I'll introduce you. I'll introduce myself to all of you. There are some problems here on the net front. It's all technically, these things happen. But now let's start. So, can I start, ma'ams and sirs and principals who are listening to me? Are you all getting yes? Organizer, you're getting yes or you're getting no?
Yes, sir.
All right. So, what happens, ma'am, is sometimes you set everything well, and when the program starts, something somewhere goes wrong. So now I think I am set fully, and let me introduce myself to them. My name is Professor Mehul Krish, right? This Mehul is known to you all, right? Quite well, quite deep, especially from Kollam. You know why this Mehul is quite familiar? You know why? You can all guess the name of just guess. The Kollam MLA actor Mukesh. What's his wife's name? Anybody's writing wife's name? I'm not able to see the chat. Is anybody writing Kollam? Mr. Mukesh's wife's name? Anybody's writing? Ma'am, anybody's writing? I want them to wake up. If nobody's listening to me, then my class is going to be totally waste. Is anybody writing the wife's name of? Hello?
No, sir.
Nobody's writing. Then I'm going to stop. How many are going to? How many? There are many who are attending. Please mention the name of Mrs. Mukesh. I don't expect this from the teachers who are attending outside Kerala, but at least teachers who are attending, especially from Kollam district, must be able to write the name of Mrs. Mukesh, the member of Legislative Assembly. If one of them write, I will move, madam. Just let me know if anybody is writing. Maybe they don't know how to write on the chat. Is anybody writing? I'm waiting for one of you to write the name. Otherwise, my session is going to be totally bored. It's like you taking classes for the children. When you ask a question, the children press.
Sir, I'm getting some.
Somebody's writing.
Yes, sir. Methil Devika.
Absolutely. Who is the teacher who mentioned Methil Devika? Take her address and let us send her a gift first. Ask her to give the address of hers. Only one, right?
Fawaz, sir. Fawaz, sir.
Who?
Fawaz, sir.
Oh, wonderful. Fawaz, sir. Thank you so much for writing the name of Mrs. Mukesh, and she's Methil Devika. So there is a connection between me and Methil Devika. We are cousins. I just wanted to start off with this because you are all representing the Kollam district, right? This Sahodaya, maybe there is a one more Kollam Sahodaya, but this Sahodaya includes part of CBSE schools of Kollam district. So thank you so much for writing that name, Methil Devika. And my name is Professor Methil Krish. I'm the life coach and mentor. I'm currently responsible as the chairman of career competence development of Amrita Vishwa Vidyapeetham. But mine is not so important, but the important person whom I like to introduce all of you is Dr. Prema Nedangadi, who is the director of Amrita Create. The Create stands for Center of Research in Analytics, Technology, and Education. It is Amrita Create which gave birth to OLAPS. I repeat, it is Amrita Create which gave birth to OLAPS, and this madam, Dr. Prema Nedangadi, is responsible for bringing online lab to all of us as early as 2011, 2012. So this is all on introducing myself, as well as this one Mr. Sanish waiting outside, right? Outside means not outside. He's within this group. He was the person who just mentioned, Krish, your voice is not heard. So he's going to back up. He is going to back up me with the actual online lab experiments after I describe and discuss about what online lab is all about. So Sanish, you are there, right?
Yes, sir, I'm here.
Oh, wonderful. You can hear his voice before you hear him talk about how do you conduct the online labs.
Right.
So before I start, it's always we all seek Amma's blessing. Amma is the Chancellor of Amrita Vishwa Vidyapeetham, and Amma says education is for both life and living. And Amma says one important thing in the recent times is have courage to fight this COVID-19. हिंदी में जो बोलता है जो डर गया सो मर गया, आप लोग कभी डरना नहीं है, कोई no fear at all. Absolutely don't fear, don't panic, don't get disturbed, don't distress yourself, don't confuse yourself. Go ahead in your life with that courage, and that would be the right medicine to fight the COVID-19. That's what Amma says. And this is Methil Krish talking to you from Amrita Vishwa Vidyapeetham headquarters, Coimbatore. I'm not talking to you from Amritapuri. I'm talking to you from the headquarters, and that's the building of ours, the headquarters of Amrita Vishwa Vidyapeetham. Let me get on to, yes, a bit of our university. Our university is ranked #1 as per the Times Higher Education World University Ranking that was given to us 2 months back, not 2 years, I'm sorry, 2 months back. And about a month back, you all know about NIRF, National Institution Ranking Framework by the MHRD, Ministry of Human Resources Development. They rank the universities, colleges based on so many parameters. And let me tell you, we are indeed proud to mention that in the year 2020, Amrita Vishwa Vidyapeetham is ranked the 4th best university in India. So thank you so much, teachers. Thank you so much, teachers, parents, students, alumni, faculties, well-wishers for making Amrita the 4th best university in our country, that is Bharat. This was announced about 2 weeks or 3 weeks back. So it is fresh in our mind. But much more fresher than what is actually in our mind is about the declaration of Atal ranking of institution and achievement. I'm sure each of you heard about that's also again announced by the MHRD. So that's called Atal ranking of institution on innovation and achievement, and that's called ARIIA. So here again, 4 days back, Amrita was awarded the 4th best private university in innovations. No doubt about it, teachers. There's absolutely no doubt about it. Because online lab itself is an innovation not today, about 10 years back. To be precise, about 8 years back. So this is all about our university's achievement in the last 3 months of lockdown. Right. We were not locked down, we were open. And in fact, I feel totally delighted to announce this achievement to all my teachers who are here trying to learn to teach experiments to your students through online labs. Teachers, it's all very easily said that a teacher somewhere, when I'm talking to you, a teacher somewhere in your neighborhood is preparing lessons to teach your children, isn't it? I repeat, a teacher somewhere in your neighborhood in Kollam is preparing lessons to teach your children either for today or for tomorrow. In the minute it takes you to read this, teachers all over the world are using their free time and investing their own money for your child's literacy, prosperity, and future. Every mother must hear this. Every mother must hear this. I repeat, every mother of a child must listen to this, that every teacher today is investing their own money for, not for their children, for your children, parents, so that your children develop to be illiterate and your children prosper for the future. Wonderful teachers. Salute you, teachers. On behalf of Amrita Vishwa Vidyapeetham, teachers, you are doing a wonderful job. Wonderful job. I think I have no words to convey the type of teaching that you are doing today. And that too in an emergency. That too without knowing what you should do. That too you're doing something which you have never heard of. Have you ever heard of online classes when you are March 24th, when it was announced that there's going to be a lockdown, and I felt it was just going to be just for a couple of weeks. March gone, April gone, May gone, June gone, July gone, August is going, and September is coming. And did we ever imagine that this situation will remain for months to come? I didn't think so. But teachers, let me tell you, I'm so flabbergasted the way you handled the situation of COVID-19 without having a break in the teaching and learning process for our children. It's like a smile. Teaching is like a smile. The more you smile to someone else, someone else smiles at somebody else, the smile is contagious. The teaching is also contagious. When some teachers started doing live, people went on doing live, and today every school is on live. Whether it is social science, whether it is computer science, whether it is social studies, mathematics, English, Malayalam, Hindi, whatever it is. Teachers, kudos to you. You are undoubtedly Mata Pita Guru Devam. Forget if somebody makes fun of Mata Pita Guru Devam, and let me promise you, let me commit with you, let me reinforce, reiterate the fact that no teachers have so whatsoever can ever be replaced. The teacher's profession will continue to be a noble profession, because in everyone's success, we say in every man's success there is a woman behind. And let me tell you, in every man's success, every human being's success, there is always a teacher behind. Salute you, teachers, because I'm today whatever little I am is because of my teachers. We owe a lot to this profession. And mind you, I was so upset when the parents started taking on to the teachers about their incapability of not conducting classes online. I mean, I really felt bad. People taking videos and putting it on viral. And I'm so sorry. Teachers are not to be made fun of. Everybody has to have time to learn, to progress further. And that happens only through experiences. And today, let me tell you, teachers, the teachers who haven't opened a laptop are using laptop. Teachers who do not know to connect internet are connecting internet. Teachers who never heard about MS Teams, today teachers who know about WebEx, all of them are talking very high. Wonderful. I mean, I spent 10 minutes on saying this because let me tell you, no one can learn the way you can learn. What I can learn in 10 minutes, you will learn within 2 minutes. That's what a teacher is. I want every parent to listen what I'm saying. Don't ever make fun of our teachers, right? Don't ever do that. I've seen, I feel so hurt when I see certain videos commenting about our teachers negatively. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. It doesn't speak wrong or bad about a teacher. It only speaks about the person who makes such comments. Now, let me move ahead with my presentation because I need to spend some time on this issue because I'm sure there are many parents who are listening to me. Even they could be a teacher. The parents could be a teacher could be a parent, isn't it? So I just wanted to give them a bit of a chavi, and I've given the chavi to them. Salute you, teachers, and let's get on to this. And this won't take much time for me. And let me go on to my presentation. This is a screenshot of the Amrita Online Lab. You have a look at it. You can read what is written in this. You find the emblem, the Ashok Chakra on the left. You find online labs. You find CDAC. You find Amrita. You find something 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You see some pendulums. You see digital content mapped. All right. You see, oh my God, you see physics, chemistry, biology, maths, and English. So you get some idea what it is. So if you open our online lab, you will find this is the front page of our presentation. So please, for heaven's sake, don't mistake us that these are all given for because I keep receiving lots and lots of messages there. How much should we pay for this? Let me first of all tell you, this is a service from the Amrita Vishwavidyapeetham. So for God's sake, don't think, no, this we are doing it as a business. In fact, we felt that this should reach to as many teachers as possible in the next 6 months or so. And that's why we got connected to various Sahodayas, various principals of CBSE across the board. And I'm so happy that this Sahodaya came forward and fixed it as quickly as possible. So we are going to have in Kerala, we have completed Kottayam, we have completed Malappuram. I don't remember. We are having now with you, and we are going to Kannur. Where else we are going to have this in Kerala, ma'am? I'm sorry, you are the person who is in charge of this. Where else in Kerala? Pardon?
Kasaragod.
Yeah, Kasaragod. Then?
Cochin.
Cochin.
Calicut.
Alapi.
Yes, so far we have fixed for this.
But we have done for Kottayam and Malappuram, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And this is the third in Kerala, right?
Yes, sir.
This is the third. This is the third orientation in Kerala, and all this happened within 2 weeks' time, ma'am. Just about 2 weeks.
Yes, sir.
2 weeks. So salute you to the teachers and sahodayas and principals of Kerala CBSE schools. And Kerala, no wonder, has more than 1,500 schools in 14 districts. So thank you for that. And all these are done to help our teachers to make your job easier. And please, for heaven's sake, this is not for business, because I getting messages from teachers, sir, how much should we pay? No payment is required. This is, an initiative from our Chancellor Madha Amarthanama Deviji, that let's do something. Let's do something concrete. Let's do something important. There's something vital, something innovative, something creative, which will help in the field of education. So please don't think that way. It is not for business at all. Now you will find MEITY, that is the Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology. You saw something on the left side when I showed you the last slide. And now you will find something called CDAC. Now, MEIT is Ministry of Electronics and IT. They were earlier with Ministry of Communication, so they branched out of that. And you have CDAC. CDAC is yet another organization, a part of MEIT. That's the Center for Development of Advanced Computing. And we, with Amrita, with CDAC Bombay, under the guidance, support, financial help from Ministry of Electronics, developed this online labs. Now the question is, why did we have online labs? I will take it up very quickly. I will go through this reason. Teachers, you are in Kollam, and Kollam is, of course, one of those cities, major cities. You have Kollam, Kottayam, Cochin, Trivandrum, you have Alapi, you have Palakkad, you have Calicut, Malappuram, right, Kannur, Kasaragod. So Kannur, Kasaragod, all these towns and cities of Kerala's, is all highly developed. And every school, or most of the schools in Kollam, will have a modern lab. But that's not the case when you look at labs of few of the schools which are into the remote part of our country. Now, there are schools, I repeat this, there are schools where there are no roofing. Right? For those of you from other part of Kerala, what I mean to say, there are schools with no roof, because I, as early as 2008, 2009, took a visit of the Bharat Darshan to remote villages, and I found schools with no roofing. I found schools with no toilets, right? I found schools 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th sitting together and one teacher teaching them. I found schools with a lot of children but no teachers. I found schools where the children have to sit with goat, hen, buffaloes, dogs. So this is the situation of schools. So please, we are all lucky to have a school where you're working. You have all the facilities, but still we crib sometimes. With all facilities, the tendency of human being is to see what you don't have. We never look at things what we have. And we also found that there are schools with labs, no apparatus. No lab, no apparatus. Lab with few apparatus. So what do we do? Like, education has to be distributed among all. You can't say because I'm born in Kollam, so I will learn how to experiment. Because my school has a totally modern laboratory, so I will learn. But what about the child who goes to a school where there are no labs? How does he learn chemistry experiments, physics experiments? So we thought, let us bring something to help those schools so that every student gets an opportunity to learn how to conduct experiments, not through the traditional lab, through online labs. The second reason is, how many teachers would raise the hand and say, Krish, I have made my students repeat experiments. Not a single teacher can raise the hand and say, whether it's the physics, whether it's the chemistry, whether it is biology, whether it's mathematics, whether it is English. I would say, if I'm going to ask a question to all the teachers who are viewing me now and ask a question to teacher, how many of your teachers are able to repeat an experiment? And I'm sure that none of the teachers would have so far asked the children to repeat. But once you repeat an experiment, what happens? Oh, wow, the children learn better. You do it once in a lab, you forget it. But on an online lab, you can repeat those experiments. So in order for the children to repeat and repeat and repeat and repeat and repeat and repeat and learn, we introduced Amrita for labs. Let me ask you yet another, there are, we sometimes the children find it, oh my God, how do I get into the chemistry lab? How do I use those acids? Sometimes the hands keep shivering. Sometimes the hand keeps shivering, right? Earlier, those times when I was a student, I find my friends used to go and catch frogs. Now, I don't think you are catching frogs to do a biology session. They say, oh my God, no, I can't. Oh my God, but not now, those times. So you have acid, you have apparatus, you have which will fall down, it will break. Acids are dangerous. So how do we, for the safety purpose, we thought we should bring online labs, and there we brought. The other reason is that another, like if I ask a biology teacher, please let me know the life cycle of a mosquito. Can a biology teacher go and get an egg of a mosquito and then, okay, this is what it is, crush, you wait for some days, it'll keep hatching and this will become a moth and moth to, no, it's not possible. So they're online game. If somebody asks you a question in the physics lab saying that, teacher, teach me something to do about the behavior of a simple pendulum in the atmosphere of a Jupiter. Can you do that, physics teacher? I know there are physics teacher. You cannot do it on a traditional lab, but it can be done on a one lab. For a question to the teacher, how do you sense a magnetic, how do you sense a magnetic field intensity, right? How do you sense it? Can you see the sensing of a magnetic intensity on a traditional lab? No, you can't, but you can on an online. So these are the few reasons as to why we thought we should bring in something so that it cannot replace a traditional lab, but at least it can supplement a traditional labs. And teachers, there are teachers extremely good in teaching, but their subject knowledge is, I won't say bad, needs improvement. I'm talking about the remote places. There are so many teachers, right, who need to improve, because continuous learning is what makes a teacher strong in his or her profession. But in a remote place, where is the question of continuous learning? It is not there. So NCERT wanted these teachers to be trained, and we brought online labs for those teachers to understand each of the experiments, so that when they teach to their children, their students, they teach the right way. And that's why online labs came, and that it is. So teachers, these are the reasons. I made it very clear. Now I'm going very fast. You know why we brought it? Again, I repeat, it's just a service. It's an initiative by Mata Amritanandamayee Devi, because Amma thinks totally differently. And Amma always thinks for the benefit of the masses. And so much of love for the children, so much of love for the community, social service, oh, wonderful. And this thought came as early as, or as late as 2008, 2009. And Amrita Create, the Center for Research in Analytics, right, Technology and Education, was formed in the year 2011. So that's how the reason of this came. You can see this. And OLAB was launched during Good Governance Week celebrations on 28 December 2015 by none other than the Honorable Minister of Information Technology, Sri Ravi Shankar Prasad. And the person on the left side of the screen is the alma mater, the person, the lady who gave birth to this particular Amrita Online Lab, Dr. Right, you would have seen Indu Prema Nedungadi. So she's on the left. And we have actually had many appreciations, and lots of appreciation is coming through. This appreciation is from CSIIT for Excellence Award in 2013. We had also had from the Scotch Order of Merit, and we were also recommended by NASCOM for the Innovation Award 2013. So we came in 2013. So most of us came forward with all those trophies and certificates and recognitions. But no schools came to us, because that time Mr. COVID-19 was not available. Because traditional laboratory would do a better job than an online laboratory. So that time, we approached schools, and there are few schools who came forward, but not many schools came forward. And they started, in fact, they were implementing this online. It is just not to it's just not to practice online experiments. It has got its own advantages, which I mentioned to you. Few schools understood this, and I know quite a few schools. When I go to their schools, they just say, "Thank you so much, Krish." About 3 months back, one of the schools here in Coimbatore, the correspondent called me and said, "What's happening? We are not able to, switch on or get on to on labs. We were actually doing some maintenance work." So it is not new, but for many of us today new that you didn't know that it was. You still feel that it is new. So now you know it is not new. It was earlier in 2013. This online lab was introduced. I will go a little faster here. I won't waste your time. Now, teachers, we are not just making fun. We are not just making fun. We are very serious in what we are doing. Vinny Joshi, Mr. Vinny Joshi, IAS, was the CBSE chairman those times in 2013. Sir had sent people from the CBSE board to visit our campus in Amritapuri to evaluate and analyze as to what would be the accuracy of the results that they received through these online lab experiments. I think कभी-कभी इसमें मुझे जो सुनने वाले हैं जो नॉर्थ इंडियन का भी है, नॉर्थ इंडियंस भी है, I think some UP based teachers wanted to join this. मैं आपको भी बोलता हूँ टीचर जो अभी मुझे सुन रहे हैं, let me tell you teachers that this has been endorsed by a circular by the chairman of CBSE those times, Mr. Vinny Joshi. So, and the results what we got was by those personnel who visited us, that the entire experiments in biology, physics, chemistry, yes, was 100% accurate. So teachers, don't worry about the accuracy of the results. Let me tell you this. You can challenge us on the accuracy. You may be more knowledgeable than all of us in any of those subjects which we have this online labs. But the outcomes of an experiment is 100% accurate. I bet on this, because I know which are the schools who are using this, and it is 100. It is accurate to the T. So please remember this. And again in 2016, a circular was sent in April to training of teachers, managing online lab resources. This was sent to all the principals of CBSE by again the chairman, stating that CDAC, Mumbai and Amrita has introduced this. There are few schools who responded by the circular, but many schools did not respond to this circular. We had calls from we had calls from close to about 8,000, 9,000 schools across the country. And we have today about 22,000, 23,000 odd CBSE schools within India and abroad too. So, the response from 2016, even after the second circular went, was just hardly handpicked. All right, so this is the second circle of CBSE. And it's not just for CBSE school. A special circular was sent to Navodaya Vidyalaya Samiti. In Kollam, there is a Jawahar Navodaya school. In Trivandrum, there is a Jawahar. Every district of Kerala has a Jawahar Navodaya school, except in Tamil Nadu. Tamil Nadu, there is no Navodaya school, but this was introduced by Rajiv Gandhi those times, that every district from 6th standard to 12th standard, the entire boarding lodging is being taken care by the government of India. We have one in Palakkad. I'm staying close to Palakkad. I visit there. I visit Trichur. I visited Malappuram. I visited Ernakulam. That's quite far from Ernakulam. I've come to Alapi, Navodaya. Now, what I'm saying is that this is not just a joke. So even the person who has authorized signatory was sent this letter to all those deputy commissioners of Navodaya Vidyalayam across the country. I think there must be close to about 600 odd Jawahar Navodaya schools in our country. And why forget it? Now, when I see this name Kendriya Vidyalaya Sangathan, I am a KV student. I am a KV student from Heavy Vehicles Factory, Avadi. So indeed the director or the joint who is the person who signed this? Joint commissioner. He has sent it to all the deputy commissioner. We have a deputy commissioner in Trivandrum. We have a deputy commissioner in Chennai. We have a deputy commissioner in who controls if you look at the deputy commissioner in Cochin, sorry, not in Trivandrum. Their Kendriya Vidyalaya Sangadhan office is in Cochin, Kadavantara. He controls close to about 42 KVs. So even for KVs, there's a special note sent to all the Kendriya Vidyalayas across the country, even abroad. In Russia, there is a KV. In Nepal, Kathmandu, there is a KV. So why I'm trying to say, what you're going to watch is not a simple experiment. This has been approved across the board for KVs, for CBSE schools, for Jawahar Navodaya schools. So that is all about what I wanted to say about this one. But this pie chart would just, I'll run through. Teachers, this is going to be totally interactive online lab experiment. You'll be actually talking to the experiment itself. It'll be quite interesting. You watch the simulation part of it is totally interesting. Sanish will make it much more interesting. Isn't it, Sanish? Won't you? I'm checking whether he is listening to me.
Yes,
Sanish.
Yes,
He's listening to me. He's saying, when are you going to stop your talk? Sanish, give me some 5-10 more minutes. I know you're in a hurry to just show those demonstrations. Give me some 5 to 10 minutes. Then, it's actually a total complete lab itself. It is not just having some if you look at those animation, the entire lab is there. Everything is there. Whatever you find in a traditional, conventional laboratory, everything is there, teachers. And the third is explore. You can explore through various experiments in biology, physics, chemistry, mathematics and English. Mathematics, we only have up to 10th, 9th and 10th. All these experiments are from 9th to 12th, except for mathematics, we are only for 9th and 10th. You can explore, you can conduct those experiments, and you can repeat those experiments as I mentioned to you earlier. And let me tell you, all these are available in the cloud. So anywhere across you go, you teachers want to do an experiment or the students want to do an experiment, anywhere, wherever you have the net facility, sit down and conduct this. You can conduct it and then keep repeating it. And here it is today. In fact, why I'm laughing is sometimes I do 2 or 3 sessions of orientation across the country. And there's a demand rising for this, right? Because the theory part of it you teach, but how will you make a student do the experiments in physics, chemistry? Come on, isn't it? So today, because of the COVID intervention, Amrita OLab has become a part and parcel of a teaching learning process. So COVID, we learned a lot. Many of us learned a lot of lots and lots. And online lab is becoming not just a need, it is becoming a necessity for each of us in fulfilling the science stream teaching and learning processes, and maths, and also English. Teachers, as I mentioned, these are the number of experiments that you can watch: 54, 46, 36, 25. And now we added few experiments for our English teachers, and not out of place that we had discussion with close to about 25 computer science teachers whether we could go ahead with online lab for computer science, especially on languages like Python, artificial intelligence, etc., etc. So we are likely to proceed with yet another addition, computer science. So maybe by next year, you would have a computer science online lab too. No promise, no commitment, but that is in the anvil. So I will take a little faster on this. I will not spend much of the time. This is totally free. And all this, except in physics, we need some clarifications from the curriculum, the changed curriculum. So modification is being done for physics. But otherwise, every experiment, what you want to watch or what you want to browse, what you want to explore, will be as per the NCERT curriculum. So it is mainly for the CBSE students. So the e-content is all like, what is the e-content? When you open up, it'll be like this. It'll ask you to sign in. After sign in, He'll go to the theory part of it. The theory will show you why this experiment, what would be the outcome, what are the laws and bylaws of this experiment, what is the nature of experiments, or whatever you teach, you can talk about the theory part of it first. The entire theory part of it comes, which will be explained to you by my friend Sanish. And the next would be on the procedure. The procedure will go ahead on step-by-step process, step 1, step 2. It also will mention what are the materials required so that the students are ready with the materials. No, it is already there. At least they will learn these are the materials which you need to have before you conduct that particular experiment. So that is the procedures. The next is, of course, we have something to do with the animation. This is for the teachers. The teachers can show this animation and just tell them, children, this is how the experiment goes on. So animation can be used very well by the teachers. Even if you're going in for the traditional lab teaching, you can use this animation, right? Because this is going to be an exemplary teaching and learning process where the students will know through animation. The teachers can use this. And next would be a video. In few of those cases, we have a video. Otherwise, it goes to simulation where you find the entire drag and drop methodology, which Sanish will tell you as per the experiments. Then the next is, I said, one reason why we brought it, it's a self-learning process. Amrita OLab is a self-learning process for the teacher and the students. Now, how do you check? You may ask some few questions to the students to evaluate their learning and understanding of a particular experiment. But here, it is there in OLab that 8 or 10 questions will be asked based on the experiments, and the correction will be done and inform to you and the students where they stand as far as the learning is concerned, or as to how much a student has understood about the particular experiment. Let me get on to the next is the resources. From where did we pick up this experiment? Which are the journals? Which are the books? Which are those areas, right? And which are the websites that we refer to? So all this, and finally, feedback is very important from the teacher and from, of course, from the students too. So teachers, I told you the benefit of this. Students, now you frame out in yourself, in your mind, how this is going to help the students and the teachers. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes. Oh, somebody is chatting. Teachers, what is it going to help you? Oh, come on. This is what is going to help you. Is that it's going to help you? Yes or no? Madam, anybody's writing is not going to help? Yeah. It's certainly going to help you, ma'am and sirs. No doubt about it. Right. I'm not a science student, but I'm today learning through this online lab as to how conduct few experiments like Ohm's law and these laws, that laws, the law of relativity, all those I'm learning today, right? Which I should have learned in my schoolings. I couldn't do it, but now today it is easy for me to learn. So teachers is going to help you as well as the students. Now let me go on to this. This is again, you can either use your smartphones where there's a net facility will be there with you, then you can use it. But we recommend tablets, right? If you have a hand phone, right, you can use this, but we recommend tabs for a larger visibility. And this has something to do with Amrita Create. If you browse Amrita, Google Amrita Create in YouTube, we have more than 100 videos already there. You can watch it for yourself. Now, these are the regional languages we have. We have it in Marathi, we have it in Hindi, we have it in Malayalam too. All right. And we have in Kannada. We are not. That has been done by the government of Karnataka, not by us. And of course, we have it in English. So you can use one of these languages. Marathi में चाहिए तो आप मराठी में कर सकते हैं. अगर आपको राष्ट्रभाषा हिंदी में आपको अगर ये जो ऑनलाइन का टीचिंग आपको करना है, आप हिंदी ഭാഷ രാഷ്ട്രഭാഷ भी आप इस्तेमाल कर सकते हैं. നിങ്ങൾക്ക് മലയാളത്തിൽ വേണമെങ്കിൽ മലയാളത്തിലും നിങ്ങൾ ഈ ഒരു ഓൺലൈൻ ലാബ് യൂസ് ചെയ്യാം, പ്രയോഗിക്കാം. Okay, right? So I don't want this to, there's nothing much. And there is something like to do offline version, and it is too, we'll either give you a DVD if there is no net facilities, and you can also install, the window installer will be there. And for this, if you don't have net, you can contact us. You can contact the number, And before the number is being shared with you, I think there is a link what you're going to, isn't it, ma'am? There is a link that you're going to display now on the chat box, right?
Yes,
For
sir.
the
Yes,
feedback
sir.
system. You can also mention the number of yours so that if somebody wants an offline version and comes to you with a request, you can always help them out. And any further help on installing or using this online lab, ma'am will be able to help you out. Please share your number, the
Yes,
official
sir.
number that you have, as well as that particular link, right? And are you issuing some e-certificate from our end and from the
Yes.
Sahoder? All right.
Yes, sir,
So
we
that'll
are.
be based. That'll be based on the feedback what we receive, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, because then we'll be all have their email IDs and then send it across to them. Okay. So
Yes.
that is all about what I wanted to talk to you all about. And now let us go on to Mr. Sanish, who's waiting there eagerly to demonstrate maybe one. Sanish, you're going to do practical experiments for all the 4 or 5.
Yeah.
Or you're going to do. You're going to do. You're
Yeah,
going to do for all, right?
Thank-
Okay, go ahead, Sanish, and thank you so much, teachers, for your patient. I don't know whether you're listening, but certainly I know that you have been hearing because my voice would be hitting your ears. Even otherwise, I talk loud, but with this microphone in front of me, my sounds would have reached much harder than softer. So thank you so much, teachers, and thank you so much for the organizers who have made this possible to Amrita Vidyapeetham to get an entry with the Amrita online lab. So wishing you all the best in the future, teaching practicals through Amrita online labs. So thank you so much, and let's hear to Mr. Sanish.
Thank you.
Over to you, Mr. Sanish. Over to you, Mr. Sanish. All the best. All the best, and the teachers, all the best. We'll catch up later. Thank you.
I'm just sharing the desktop. Can you all see this desktop?
Yeah, we can.
Right. So warm good afternoon, all of you. I will show how to use this online labs effectively. I hope maybe some of you have already gone through this website, but still I will explain all the aspects of this online labs. So let's see how to get to this website. Just search it, Amrita O Labs. So I'm just searching in Google, as we can see. So here the first link shows that online labs for schools, which is olabs.edu.in. I'm just click on the link. So we'll get the homepage for the Amrita online labs, or else you can directly enter the address bar olabs.edu.in. So this is our homepage, and there are some details regarding the project, everything available in the top menu. And regarding the workshops, is there a training program that you are required? You can request a training using the training session, and there is a registration for using these online labs, because we need to identify who all are using these online labs. For that, there is a user ID and password is required. So I will show how to register to get the user ID and password. So click on the registration and for teachers. So you can see all the descriptions related to the registration and scroll down, and there is a link here. Click here to know how to register. So again, you can see several details. So there are 2 Excel files are downloadable from this website. You can see here, download Excel for student and Excel file for teachers. So teachers, you can download this file and enter all the student details as well as the faculty members details, and you can send it to support@olabs.in, co.in. So we'll create the unique user ID and password, and using that password user ID, students are able to access this online labs at free of cost. So there is a contact option here at the top, and there is a login option also. And at the right side, you can see the language selection tab. So you can see English, Hindi, Malayalam, etc. So that's are the basic details. So just move on a little bit faster. So just scroll down to see what are the disciplines. So you can see physics, chemistry, biology, maths, and English. And there are some other details related to the online labs, and these are the registered participants for online labs, and you can see the feedback also in the home page. So directly go to physics experiments, just click on the physics. All right, so you can see the experiments for class 12 at the top, and just scroll down slowly and you can see the class 11 experiments. So if you have any doubt or clarification, you can either interact with me or you can type on the chat box. So I will be able to answer some of the questions if possible. So similarly for the class 10 experiments are available, and also for class 9. So these are the physical science labs for class 9 to class 12. So I will demonstrate one of the experiment from class 11, which is simple pendulum. So I just click on the simple pendulum. So here is the simple pendulum experiment setup. So as you can see, there are tab set of arrangement in all the experiments. So let's start with theory, then procedure, animation, simulator, video, Viva voice, resource, and feedback. So as Krish already mentioned the tab, but I will give you more insight about what are inside each tab. So in the theory tab, it is mentioned the objective of the experiment. So what is the objective of this experiment is to plot LT-square graph using simple pendulum and to find the effective length of the single pendulum for a given time period using the graph, and also to calculate the acceleration due to gravity at a place. So these are the three objectives of the particular experiment. So it is very clear in the theory part. So you can scroll down to see more details about the experiments and the equations, derivations, etc. At the bottom of the theory, there is an important section which is learning outcomes. So it is very important. The students need to identify what are the concepts they have learned using this experiment. So in this experiment, students to get the know about the simple pendulum, and students understand the relation between the length of the pendulum, time period, and acceleration due to gravity, and they get the idea about the importance of LT-square graph. So these are the learning outcomes for this particular experiment. And also there is a discussion forum available at the bottom of every tab. So those who students or teachers need any clarification about any experiment, they can put on the discussion forum, or we can see what are the questions available in the discussion forum. So if you are able to answer, you can answer those questions because it is open forum. And move on to the next tab, which is procedure. Just click on the procedure. So I'm just loading the procedure tab. Okay, so here is our procedure tab. So it is mentioned what are the materials required for this experiment, and there is a procedure for the real lab. So students can easily refer these resources for doing the real lab also, and you can scroll down to see the details about the experiments and also simulator procedure. So this is important, this procedure that we are using for doing the simulator online labs. So at the scroll down to see the observations, and again there are tabular column and results, calculations, and result. So this is the general arrangement for all the labs. So move on to the next tab, which is animation. So as I mentioned, we need to register for getting this access for this animation simulator and video. So just the page is just loading. All right. So I'm facing a little bit network problem. So yeah, here it is. So for accessing this animation simulator and video, you need to log in. So there is a login button available. Click on login, and you need to enter the given user ID and password, or else you can create an account using create an account link here. So it is not necessary to register using the registration link. You can also individually register using the create an account option. So I'm just logging into the tab. So this is the animation for how to perform this experiment. So I request all the teachers to watch and how it is described, so you can understand whether it is useful for the student.
Simple pendulum. The motion is beautiful to witness and wonderful to understand. Materials required: a small bob, cotton thread, meter scale, wooden blocks, vernier calipers, stand with a clamp, stopwatch. Let's measure the diameter of the bob. There are two methods to find the diameter. Place the bob between two wooden blocks. Use the scale and measure its diameter. Alternatively, we can use vernier calipers to measure the diameter of the bob. Consider a rigid support and hang an ideal string. Ideal string means no mass, no weight, no inertia, no tension, perfectly inelastic. Measure the length of the string, starting from the top to the middle of the bob. Displace the small bob from equilibrium and let it oscillate. It oscillates a simple pendulum. Let's study the motion of the simple pendulum. Switch on the stopwatch and measure the time taken for 20 oscillations. Now, find out the time period of oscillation. T is equal to time for 20 oscillations by 20. Time period of oscillation depends on the length of the string L and acceleration due to gravity G. T is equal to 2 pi into square root of L by G. The acceleration due to gravity can be calculated from the equation G is equal to 4 pi square into L by T square. Acceleration due to gravity changes from place to place. Acceleration due to gravity on Moon is 1/6 of that in Earth.
Alright, so this is how it is described about the experiment. So next tab is the simulator. So before come to the simulator, I just complete all of the tab. So we are directly move on to the video. So in this video, it demonstrate or show how to do this experiments in the real laboratory. So while watching this animation and video, students will able to get the almost right. Just a 3-minute video.
Simple pendulum. A simple pendulum consists of a metallic bob suspended by a light inextensible string passing through the split halves of a cork. Its principle is used in pendulum clocks and in scientific instruments such as accelerometers, seismometers, and gravimeters to measure the acceleration of gravity in geophysical surveys and even as a standard of length. Galileo discovered that the regular motion of pendulums can be used for timekeeping. Here, we can use this simple pendulum to find the acceleration due to gravity at a place by plotting LT square graph. Principle: the acceleration due to gravity at a place is given by G is equal to 4 pi square into L by T square, where L is the length of the pendulum and T is the time period of the pendulum. Materials required: a clamp with stand, split cork, a bob, cotton thread, vernier calipers, stopwatch, meter scale. Procedure: measure the diameter of a simple pendulum bob using vernier calipers. The bob is tied to one end of the string and the other end is passed through the two halves of the cork firmly fixed in a clamp stand. The length of the pendulum is adjusted to be 50 centimeters. Allow the pendulum to oscillate. A stopwatch is started when the pendulum crosses the equilibrium position. The stopwatch is stopped when the pendulum has completed 20 oscillations and the time T is noted. The period of oscillation T is equal to T by 20 is calculated. The experiment is repeated for different lengths like 60 centimeters, 70 centimeters and 80 centimeters. The value of L by T square is calculated in each case and it is found to be a constant. Now, calculate the acceleration due to gravity using the relation g is equal to 4 pi square into L by T square. A graph is plotted with L along x-axis and T square along y-axis. It will be a straight line. From the graph, calculate L by T square as L by T square is equal to AB by OB. G is also calculated using the value L by T square. Applications. Usually simple pendulums are used to regulate pendulum clocks. It can also be used as a gravimeter to measure local gravity. Pendulums were used in early seismometers to measure earth tremors.
Alright. So as you can see, there is no need of instructor in this online lab. Students can able to understand the experiments using the theory, animation, procedure, everything. So move on to the next tab, which is Viva Voice. So there are 10 questions will be available for each experiment to test the theoretical knowledge about the experiment. So I will just answer some of the questions. So just choose some random answer. And you can scroll down to submit this online questionnaire. So there is a submit button is available. Just click on the submit. So after submitting, it will show up what are the correct answer and what are the wrong answer. So by using trial and error method, students are able to identify the correct answer. So while repeating it, they will remember the each questions and answer also. So for answer for all these questions are available either in theory, procedure, animation, and video. So that is about the Viva Voice tab, and move on to the resource tab. So those who want to know more about this experiment, they can use the resource tab, and there is a bibliographic link as well as the book also that we have referred is mentioned in the resource tab. So they can refer this link and get more idea about the particular experiment. And last tab is the feedback tab. So it is very important for us because several experiments that we have modified based on the feedback. So I request all the teachers and students to fill up the feedback after completing each experiment. So there are simple questions like how it is useful or do you have any comment on some experiment. So you can fill up all those details. At the bottom there is a CAPTCHA here. You can enter the CAPTCHA and submit this feedback. So we will evaluate each feedback and modify the experiment if it is necessary. So I request all the students and teachers to fill up the feedback after completing the experiment. So now we come up to our main tab, which is simulator. So just click on the simulator. So this is the setup for all the online labs. So left side you can see the control panels or parameters which is required for the experiment, and right side window you can see the lab setup. So here we have a stop clock and bob which is hanging in the stand, and left side you can see the parameters like select environment, select shape, select material, etc. And there is a slider. This is called slider. So using the slider, you can change the length of the pendulum. So while I'm changing, you can see the pendulum length is moving, and diameter of the bob we can also vary. But in real life, only one bob is available, but only the length we can change. So in this, using the online lab, they can use the different shapes like clock pendulum, square, or rectangle. And students will understand what will be the period of oscillation while changing each shape. So I'm just oscillating this bob by click and drag to the left or right. So I'm just click and drag towards the left side and just release the mouse. So you can see now it is oscillating. So we need to take the time period for the 20 oscillation. For that you can use the stopwatch. So start the stopwatch from any end of the oscillation, and you need to measure the oscillation for 20 oscillation, time period for the 20 oscillation. So after that you can stop the watch using the stop button, and you can scroll down. There is a workbook also available for most of the experiment. So student does not need to take any note or rough book. They can directly enter the readings into the workbook. So in this experiment, I'm just entering some readings. So our pendulum length is 1 meter. So length of the pendulum is 1 meter, and just entering the time for 20 oscillation. So I'm just entering some random value, 40. So it will calculate the acceleration due to gravity from the value of length and time period of oscillation. So similarly, they can enter several readings like this. So in each case, the value will be automatically calculated, and if students can export the readings as a CSV file, or they can plot the graph from this workbook also. So what will be the effect of if you are moving from Earth to some other planet? So students will be able to calculate or derive the equation from theory, but it will be difficult for imagine how it will be behaving on the surface of Moon. So I'm just taking the environment as Moon and just oscillating the bob. So let's see how it will be moving. So you can see the bob is moving so slowly. So similarly, you can understand the effect of the oscillation in another planet. So this will allow the students to think out of the box. So they can more imagination and they will learn better than using theory. So this is how we are doing the physics lab. Okay, so I will move on to one more experiment from physics. After that, I will complete the experiment from other discipline also. So I'm just taking one more experiment from physics class 12, which is Ohm's law. So this is the electric circuit experiment. So why I'm demonstrating is you need to identify how to make the connection. So in this experiment, we need to prove the Ohm's law. So as I mentioned, this is the simulator tab. So left side you can see the control panel. Right side you can see the laboratory arrangement. This is our power source. It's a rheostat, digital voltmeter, digital ammeter, and key. There is a resistance wire. So in this experiment, you can choose the materials silver, copper, gold, aluminum, etc. But in real life, only silver or iron or aluminum is available. But using this kind of online lab, students are able to choose any of the materials given in the pop-up menu. So I'm just using silver as our material. And there is a show circuit diagram checkbox available in the window. So just click on here. So you can see how to make the connections. All right. So I'm showing how to complete the connections. For that, you just need to click one end of the terminal and drag it towards the one end of the terminal of other component. So it will be attached like this. Similarly, I'm connecting the negative terminal of the ammeter to the positive terminal of the voltmeter, and negative terminal to the upper terminal of the rheostat, and from rheostat to key, and again key to negative terminal of the power source. So after that, we need to place the resistance wire parallel with our voltmeter. So for that, just click and drag. So as you can see, I'm just click and drag and release in between the terminal of the voltmeter. So it will be automatically attached to the voltmeter. So we need to place the key for flowing the current through the circuit. For that, there is a key here. I'm just click and drag and place into the key. So you can see the corresponding current is flowing through the circuit, and you can measure the voltmeter and ammeter reading. So as I mentioned earlier, there is a workbook here at the bottom of the simulator. So students can directly enter the value here. So in this experiment, our corresponding voltage reading is 0.428. So I'm just entering the value. 0.482, sorry. And corresponding current reading is 9.518. So you will calculate the resistance offered by the resistance wire. So we need to change the rheostat value. For that, the left side control panel, you can see the resistance of the rheostat slider. Just click and drag here. So similarly, you can see the rheostat contact is moving. So I'm just moving the contact, and you can measure the voltage and current from the digital voltmeters and ammeters. So for that, in the workbook, we need to create a new row for entering the another reading. So there is a plus icon here, plus and minus icon for creating or deleting the row. So I'm just creating other rows, number of rows, and entering the second reading. So our voltage reading is 0.02. And current reading is 0.399. All right. So every time you will receive the constant resistance value that proves our Ohm's law. So from this workbook, you can plot the chart using the chart icon. So it will also automatically plot the chart for the students or those who are doing this experiment. And you can also export the reading as a CSV file using the save icon. So these are the features of this kind of experiments, and they can reset the setup by clicking on the reset option, and they can make the connections again and take the reading and repeat the experiments as many times as possible. So this is our physics science Ohm's law experiment. So move on to the next experiment from chemistry. So just click on chemistry. All right. So you can see the chemistry experiment for class 12 at the top, and you can scroll down to see the experiment for class 11, and again for class 10, and also for class 9. So I'm just demonstrating one experiment called kinetic study on the reaction between iodine ion and hydrogen peroxide. So just click on the experiment. So I'm not going too deep into the theory and other tabs, but procedure, there are images are shown in the components, so students will be able to understand easily while looking to the descriptions of the image. So they will be able to easily identify what are the apparatus using for the experiments, and directly go to the simulator tab. All right. So this is our lab setup. Left side you can see the controls, and right side you can see the lab setup. So here we need to identify the time taken for completing the reaction of iodine iode and hydrogen peroxide. For that, there are several solutions we need to mix, including sulfuric acid, which is hazardous, and other solution also. So how to mix the solutions? So let's see how we are doing this chemistry experiment. So in the left side control panel, I am just choosing the volume of potassium iodide at 14 milliliter. So using the slider, we can change the value from 2 to 20 milliliter. So this is our potassium iodide. So just click and drag towards the cylinder here, measuring cylinder. So it is filled up with the potassium iodide. And again, I'm just click and drag and click on top of the conical flask. So all the solution from the cylinder is poured to the conical flask. So similarly, we need to fill up all the solution, hydrogen sulfuric acid. So I'm just pouring into the conical flask like this. Then water, just click and drag and click on the top of cylinder. Then again click and drag and click on top of conical flask. Then starch. All right. After that, sodium thiosulfate. So all the descriptions are given in the procedure tab. So I'm just showing how to do this kind of experiment. So finally, we need to add hydrogen peroxide and click on the conical flask. So after completing the mixing up solution, the glass stirrer will automatically stir the solution and the time will automatically start. So students need to measure the time taken for completing the reaction. So once the reaction is complete, the solution color will change to transparent to the dark blue. So they need to wait a little bit time for completing this kind of experiment. So in the real life, it will take more than 2 minutes. But in virtual lab or this kind of online labs, they can easily complete the experiments within 1 or 2 minutes. So as I mentioned, there are tabular columns available. So we are just waiting for completing this particular experiment. So this is the same kind of situation in real lab also. They have to using the stopwatch and measuring the time till the reaction is complete. So when we are choosing different volume of the potassium iodide, the time will also vary. So all the measurements for the other solutions also given in the left side control panel. You can see hydrogen sulfuric acid is 10 ml, starch is 5 ml, and volume of potassium sodium thiosulfate is 10 ml, like that. So reaction is almost getting complete. Right. So you can see the color change occurred in the solution, and the stopwatch is stopped automatically. So time taken for completing this reaction is 1 minute and 42 seconds. So here students can enter the reading into the workbook. So the volume of the solution I have taken is 14 ml. And time taken, we can enter is the minute and second separately. So 1 minute and 42 seconds. So it will calculate the total time taken for completing the experiments in seconds. So similarly, they can repeat the experiments and plot the graph using the graph plotter. So they will identify the relation between the volume of potassium iodide and time taken for completing the reaction. So this is the one type of chemistry experiment. So move on to the next set of experiment from biology. Just click on the biology tab. So here as you can see, the experiment for class 12, and you can see experiment for class 11, class 10, and class 9 also. So there are several interesting experiments and observations available in biology also. Then showing one of the experiments called studies on turbidity, pH, and microbial presence in the water. So just click on the experiment. All right. So just like in chemistry, you can see in biology there are materials required. So they have mentioned the images of the materials with the descriptions for each experiment. So students will be able to identify easily while using this kind of reference. So directly move on to the simulator tab. So this is our setup for the identifying pH value of the water sample. So left side control panel, you can see several water samples we have: tap water, wastewater, pond water, backwater, etc. So I'm just using wastewater for measuring the pH value. So there is a pH paper given in the experimental setup, and the top you can see the color chart for comparing the acidity or basic value for the water sample. So there is a dropper here, and just click and drag it and just touch on the top of the water to fill up the dropper, and just click on top of the pH paper. So you can see the dropper is poured into the pH paper. So simultaneously the color will appear. So students will be able to identify the pH value for the water sample using the color change occur. So they can either click and drag the chart paper like this, and they can compare the color whether it is 6 or 5. So you can see it is near to the 4. So similarly they can repeat the experiment for different water samples. So that is the one type of setup, and next one is how to use the universal indicator. So for that, just click on the dropper from the universal indicator and pour the indicator into the water sample. So it will simultaneously color will change, and students are able to identify the pH value of the water using the color chart. So our experiment, it is as 4, pH value is 4, so it is more acidic in nature. So this is one type of experiments, and move on to the next step, which is turbidity of the water sample. So in this experiment, we need to immerse the disc. This disc is called Seekis disc, and we need to immerse into the bottom of the water till the visibility disappears. So for that, there is a slider available in the left side control panel. You can click and drag. So as you can see, I'm just immersing into the water, and the right side view, you can see the visibility of the disc. So I'm just immersing till the disc is completely disappear. Right. So now our disc is disappeared, and corresponding length is 96 centimeter. So the next step of the experiment is to bring up the disc to see the white portion of the disc, Seekis disc. So just click and drag towards the left. So it will bring up, and you can see the white portion clearly into the visibility of tab. So we need to measure the length again, 84 centimeter. So using the two measurements, we will find the turbidity of the water sample, So that is the type of experiment. And the last set is identify the living organism present in the water. So we have two water samples here, pond water and wastewater, and the sediment from the corresponding water is collected in the tube. So we need to pick up the sediment using the dropper. Just click and drag and touch to a sediment, so it will automatically fill up the dropper and pour into the glass plate. Just click on the top of the glass plate, so the sediment will pour into the glass, and we need to cover the glass plate using the cover strip. For that, click and drag and click on top of the glass plate, so it is now it is attached, and we need how to place the glass plate in the compound microscope like this. So now we need to see the zoomed view of the compound microscope. For that, the top you can see the eyepiece of the compound microscope. So just click on the eyepiece. So you can see the contaminants or living organism in the presence in the water sample. So using the theory, there are some images are given in the theory part. So students will be able to identify what are the living organisms in the pond water and wastewater. So this is how we are doing in the biology labs. So all the descriptions in the theory. So this is what I have mentioned, the living organism. So now we move on to next set of experiments from Max. All right. So in mathematics, you can see experiment from class 10 and class 9 also. So for class 11 and all, there is nothing like an experiment. So in the class 10 and 9, there are several observations students have to make, and from the observation, they need to identify the mathematical relationship. So I am just choosing one experiment from Max, which is volume of a sphere. So directly go to the simulator. So in these experiments, we need to identify the volume of the sphere and compare it with the volume of the cylinder, and all of them have the same diameter and height. So all the instructions are given in the simulator tab. So in the maths and English simulation, there are a little bit different than physics, chemistry, and biology. So I'm just click on the next button. So in the maths experiments, you can see the instructor instead of the control panel in the left side panel. So it will be easy for the teachers and students to follow up instruction. So just need to read the instruction and perform it as per the instruction. So we need to generate a sphere of diameter 2r and two cylinder of height 2r and diameter 2r. So there is a checkbox available here. We can click on the checkbox for generating the sphere like this, and there's another checkbox for generating cylinder. So we have just created the sphere and cylinder, both having the radius r and height is 2r. So after each observation, the observation panel will show what we have just completed. So after that, we need to click next button to proceed. So there is a next button at the top of the simulator. I'll just click on here. So now you can see instruction changed. So now click on the jug to fill the hollow sphere completely with the sand. So there's a jug here. We can click on the jug, so it will pour the sand into the hollow sphere. So now we are filling up the sphere with the sand. So we need to take how much time we need to use the volume of the sphere to fill up the both cylinder. So now we need to pour the sand from the sphere to the left side cylinder. For that, just click and drag towards the left and release the mouse. So it will automatically pour the sand from the sphere to the cylinder, left side cylinder. All right, and again I am filling the sphere with the sand. So you can see the instruction change each time. So you can refer to the instruction and proceed according to the instruction given in the tab. So I'm just doing it a little bit faster because of the time constraint. So I'm just click and drag towards the right and fill up the right side cylinder with the sand. So you can see observation, each time the observation will change after completing each step. So currently 3/4 of the left and right side cylinder is filled with the sand. And then this is the third time we are repeating the same experiment to fill up both cylinder. All right. So I'm just completing the left side cylinder. Just click and drag towards the left. So half of the sand will pour into the left side cylinder. All right. So in the observation tab, you can see once it is complete, left side cylinder is complete with the sand, completely filled with sand, and I am filling the right side cylinder also. So students will observe how many times the volume is, which is equal to the volume of the cylinder. So our procedure tab is complete. So we need to click next to proceed and just click on the next button. So it will show the what are the observation, and from the observation we will derive the equation for finding the volume of the sphere. So 3 times the volume of sphere equal to 2 times volume of cylinder. The volume of cylinder is 2 pi r square h and height is rh 2 times r. So hence the volume of sphere is 3 by 4 pi r cube. So this is how we are doing the max experiment. So I move on to last set of experiment from English. Just click on home, right, and click on the English. So there are several experiments are available for English. So this is still on developing. So future you can expect more experiment. So I'm just showing one experiment called learning preposition of locations. Just click on the experiment and directly go to the lab. So in this English you can see lab instead of simulator. So it will be just like Max. There are instructions here in the simulator tab. So you can see the welcome to English and click on exercise 1, ball in living room. So click on the exercise 1. So it is like a game. So students they can play the game, and from the game they will understand the prepositions of locations. So the simulator is just loading. All right. So there are insertion given here before continue the experiment. So I'm just skipping all this instruction. You can read whenever you try this kind of experiment, and just click on the start button. All right. So this is our ball. So we can click and drag the ball anywhere in the place of this picture. And there's a sentence will pop up at the top of the simulator. So based on that sentence, we need to place the ball. So our sentence is put the ball on the table. So you can click and drag like this and put anywhere in the place. So I'm just putting the wrong place. So this is not the correct hand position. Ball is on the sofa. So it will repeat again till get the correct answer. So once it is correct, it will show congratulations, your answer is correct. And the sentence will change to next sentence. Place the ball between the family portrait and clock. So if you have any confusion regarding the preposition, there is a hint option available at the right top. So you can click on hint. So it will show what is the preposition used in the sentence and how to use this preposition. So we need to place the ball in between the family portrait and picture like that. So this is how we are doing the simulation. So I suggest all the faculty, teachers and students to explore more details about the experiments. So initially you will find it is difficult for doing some of the experiment. So once it is familiar, you will save a lot of time. So this is how we are doing the simulation, and hand over to Krish sir. Hello. Hello sir.
Hello. Hello.
Yeah.
So thank you so much, Sanish.
Okay, thank you, sir.
So you explained all the 4 plus 1, 5, English, everything, right? So I think there are so many, yes, so many. How can we get the certificate? Certificate will be sent to you through the mail ID of yours, and that will be based on the feedback form, which you will fill it up and send it back to us. The link is already published. The link is there already, ma'am. Have you?
Yes, sir, already posted, sir.
The link is already posted on the chat box, and you may please fill it up before even you leave this orientation class, so that we are able to arrange it in the next. We could give them 2 days time. Of course, I don't mind waiting till today's what? Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Till Thursday evening we'll wait, and Friday morning we'll have to send it to yet another department to get it designed and then send it through email. So thank you so much, teachers, and thank you so much for the office bearers for giving Amrita this opportunity to come over and then brief you all about the online labs which we created as early as 2013. And it's going to be a blended learning for all of us in the next years to come. I'm sure that teachers have to fine tune to this. It's not that you're going to school for 6 days, maybe as the days go on, that you would be present in the school for 3-4 days, and 2 days would be on online teaching and learning process. So this would come handy till such time and hopefully, we are back to school with no such fear in our mind, so that the parents do send their children without fear, saying that they are in the safe hands of our school authorities. But let us wait. We are not in a hurry. So you are doing a wonderful job online, and I'm sure that this could continue even for the next 3-4 months, or till at least December 2020. That's not my wish, but let this situation get eased off, and let's not be in a hurry and get cheesed off at a later stage. So this is Mehul Krish. I have to sign off now from this particular orientation program, Amrita Online Lab. And thank you once again, teachers, for your patient hearing, patient listening. And I'm sure this demonstration by Sunny should have certainly put you into your mind that this can be used. And let me tell you, this is can be used wonderfully well by each of you, because the learning as well as the teaching becomes easier for you, especially on a practical experiment, which otherwise you cannot do it, right? Somebody asked me a question that how do I smell the chemicals, the acids? And I told him it's dangerous to smell acids. It's hazardous to health. So those things cannot be done, but certainly the experiments can be fulfilled to the best of your ability as a teacher, and the learning can be to the best of the ability as far as the students' ability is concerned. So thank you so much, and this is Mehul Krish signing off from Amrita Vishwa Vidyapeetham, Etimade, Coimbatore. So till we meet again, and for till we meet again, it's Jai Hind, and you can always contact 93450-76625. 93450-76625 is the number which you can contact for any clarification whatsoever comes through when you go and browse this Amrita Online Lab. So it is exactly 1 hour and 30 minutes that we have taken of yours, but it's going to be useful for the rest of your life. So thank you. This is Mehul Krish signing off from Amrita Vishwa Vidyapeetham. Jai Hind. Thank you. God bless.